Mm. Ahoy, and welcome everybody. So, how we doing tonight? How's everyone doing? I will hydrate in your honor, Santa. Thank you. Mm. Doing some dishes. Good luck. Thank you, sir. Incredibly based. Uh, I also meant to ask as well because I'm trying yet another setup on my mic, and I'm wondering how this sounds. Do I sound clear? Do I sound good? Because I know before I'm really trying to dial in the audio, and I haven't had a lot of time lately to try to do so. Um, I've been trying to get it so where when I speak a bit louder, that I'm not causing like, because I noticed there's like a little bit of peaking. I think that's what it's called in the mic. I'm trying to avoid that. So I've moved my microphone back a little further. As you can tell, now it's out of the shot. No longer there. So, I don't want to try to tinker with all my settings here until you know, on OBS until I have this in a spot where I think it's comfortable. Right now, I actually like this setup because now this little microphone here is out of the way. It's not in the way of my keyboard at all. And it is so like that way I don't have to worry about bumping into the bottom of the microphone. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's just it's out of the way, it's really convenient, and I just want to make sure that's still capturing everything and sounding good at a reasonable volume. Of course, all of this has to do with me also projecting, making sure that I am doing my part. I mean, if I also have to like kind of like raise the ceiling a little bit on the mic, no problem. That's easy. I just want a nice little position where everything sounds swell. I'll have to go back over the VOD as well and check, but I do try. I know it doesn't seem like 99% of the time that I put in any amount of effort whatsoever into improving the stream or doing anything, but I do care. At least the slightest amount I do. I do try sometimes. Though admittedly right now I've been having a tough time trying to figure out what I want to do for the last part of the month here. For the Warhammer game giveaway thing, that was easy. That almost came like pre-packaged, like easy peasy. I know what to do. This is a solid choice. I've been having a much harder time trying to figure out what I want to do for the end of this month. I've had a couple ideas kind of ping ponging around here and there, but nothing's really stuck. Uh, and also trying to be affordable. I'm trying not to spend a ton of money. What I'm planning on doing, cause yeah, oh yeah, yep. So, anyways, so hope everyone's been having a swell day. I know one thing that I am certainly thankful for in my job that I don't have to go outside and work outside because fuck me, I would hate that. Um, yeah, no, it's been good. It's been solid. I've also been there's a lot of nonsense stewing around up in this old noggin. You know, there's a lot. It gets to be quite a bit. But hey, listen, if I'm living on this thing, I've crash landed on this Halo ring, and dude, it's crazy out here. It's rough, bro. Did you know on a Halo ring the Forerunners never built a gas station? The Forerunners don't have shit out here. There's no Starbucks. There's no there's no Target. There's no fucking Wegmans. What are we doing? What are we doing out here? The Forerunners preserved, like different alien species throughout the galaxy. They preserved mankind, the Ungoi, the Yanmea, the Sangheili, Jiralhanae. All these species they have kept and made sure they were safe from the Halo rings. But they didn't think once, not once, to put a McDonald's on this bitch. Come on, what are we doing? Come on, Forerunners, what are we doing? I know you had to wipe yourselves out to try to, you know, try to save the galaxy from the flood. Okay, listen, I think it was a cop out. They had to they had to contend with themselves whether or not they wanted to build a McDonald's in the area, and they're like, nah, I'd rather die. Which is kind of based, actually. The very thing I'm criticizing them for. I'm now just like, yeah, maybe they are coming up with a good decision, solid choice. So yeah, yeah. So I hope everyone's been having a decent day. Otherwise, besides the terrible weather out there, as you can see, it's also snowing on this here Halo ring. Rough pumpkins out here, it really is. But hey, it's not so bad. Not so bad. Um, Also just kind of been wondering, right? Been trying to cook up some ideas for this month. Yeah, I've been drawing some blanks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's just me, but like 2025 went by so quickly and has continued to go by so quickly that it's worrying. I'm like, man, 2026. I'm like, are we I don't know. Are we ready for that? Can the world handle like that little tick on the calendar? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But no, was planning in the very near future to put in probably tomorrow night and probably a significant part of Saturday as well to putting in a hefty amount of time towards the Fly Night project. I want to make good on my little, self-induced goal to put out the Fly Night video by the end of the year. Um, it's been a long time coming, and I feel like with a lot of this stuff, um, I have to set goals and targets for myself because otherwise, if no one else tells me that like a deadline is coming, fortunately, and like, well, it's more of a poor trait. But I tend to just kind of leave stuff on the back burner for way longer than I should. I just kind of like, another time. Bad idea. I'm a guilty procrastinator. Terrible at it. Awful. So I want to try to set little deadlines for myself, try to take like little stuff like that a bit more seriously because I think that will build and become a more consistent part of Joe for the future. Even though you know, Joe right now is doing not the best, but I've been okay. Been all right. You know? But you can always be better. Tomorrow is another opportunity to be better, to learn, to grow, to change, or to be significantly worse than you were yesterday. It's always a possibility. Listen, tomorrow you can be worse or better. Make choices every single day that contribute to who you are as a person. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I think what I'm gonna do, I am going to start up this here Halo, if that's what it's called. I have been oh god damn it, I did it again, didn't I? Fuck me. I started it through the shortcut on my I started it through the shortcut on my desktop as opposed to the through Steam, because you can launch it. Thank you, Halo. You can launch it through Steam with the anti-cheat turned off. You can do that. And that's how you get to play mods, even though like the game is mostly like an online thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay. And let's play that with everything off, with anti-cheat turned off. It's also a much faster start. You don't gotta wait for fucking anti-cheat, easy anti-cheat to come online. Which, as far as I know, my limited time hearing anything about easy anti-cheat is that it doesn't really do much. Think of it very much as like a lock on a door. It is a simple honesty check. But if someone really wants to get in, they can do it. You know? It's very much one of those. As far as I understand. It's for companies to basically go, "Hey, we have more than nothing at all to say that we are trying to prevent hackers from being absolute shitters." So, I don't know. So, Gastros? I thought for some reason Halo 2 Uncut. Is it an ODST? Yes, it is. Because sometimes, especially with the way that MCC is built, like sometimes the classification as to how things are filed under when it comes to mods gets it gets a little tricky, but okay. So we are going to be doing some Halo New Covenant. So what this is that it is a few short missions. A few short missions that, you know, are entirely custom levels with new enemies, new environments, all that stuff. And I guess it has its own like bespoke cutscenes and voice acting and everything, which is not nothing. That's a pretty significant little contribution. So I've seen bits and pieces with it, and it's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure I have played it on the channel before, and I've liked it. Listen, again, this is all soup up here that I'm trying to keep track. But I noticed I did have this subscribed to and installed via the Steam Workshop. But either way, let's jump in. So skulls, I don't know. I think we just want to put on, what does Jack to do? Players can only enter ground vehicles by boarding. That's kind of funny. I mean, we always kind of have to go with Sputnik. Or Cowbell. It's the same skull, truly. Do Cowbell. Why not? Who cares? Fuck it. Bend the shadow of intent from the hijacker. So as far as I understand, yeah, you are the arbiter playing on this one.
This hillside will remain barren, a memorial to heroes fallen. They ennobled all of us, and they shall not be forgotten.
It looks like a touched up version of Halo 3's end cutscene. It is.
What your kind did to mine. I can't forgive you, but you have my thanks for standing by him to the end.
I would like to see our homeworld, to know that it is safe. Fear not, for we have made it so. Take us home.
Yeah, so very much a touched up version of the original Halo 3 ending. Which I think the models, especially on Lord Hood, look significantly better. Because Halo 3 is a lovely, wonderful game. However, some of its modeling was not great in parts. Looked a little ugly, not gonna lie. But yeah, no, these look sharp. Looks very much Unreal Engine 4, maybe.
Are nearly complete. We shall leave soon. Get us back on track. I agree.
Brute ships, I see. Uh-oh, stinky.
Shipmaster, cruiser off our starboard bow. They're heading straight for us. No communications.
That is not one of ours. Arbiter.
Prepare for boarding. Shipmaster, they have disabled our offensive measures. All plasma cannons are offline.
Engineering. Cycle weapons power. Get our countermeasures online.
Those little space banshees are always so weird to kind of see. They're a model used in Reach, but you don't see them much.
Then a fight. Worthy odds.
To arms then.
Crisp. Crisp, crisp, crisp. Okay, start out with a sword.
Warriors of Sangelios. Now it is time to prove yourselves.
You got our little command chair.
This bridge. They will not have the shadow of intent.
Don't exert yourself on our accounts.
I think it sounds like they definitely reuse some of the lines, some of the old VA work from the original version. So one thing I think is like funny in some ways is that the elites in Halo 3 were like really aggressive. Like when there's only like a handful of levels where you work like with them. But like the missions where you do, they are just fucking screaming all over the place. And it's kind of funny.
I'm on your side.
Oh, they got the drones. Little part of the I think it's funny that like they kind of like wrote the drones out of the Halo series, because it's like, okay, listen, they don't have like any like super significant like lore contributions, and no one likes fighting them, so we're just gonna kind of like push them out, you know. It's sort of like that.
Hold the bridge. Get to the reactor and secure it. Everything is for naught if they take the reactor offline. Go!
I was gonna say, this new environment, like the bridge at the Shadow of Intent, looks cool. Looks good. I mean, they definitely took the infrastructure of like the Covenant, the inside of the Covenant ship from. Looks like the same kind of infrastructure as they did with the Cortana level, because I recognize this part, and they just kind of like repurposed it, which I think is smart. I don't think it's lazy at all. I really don't. I think it's just especially if you have a mod that you're making that you're trying to be like pretty ambitious with. It's a smart reuse of assets. So I think it's sharp. I don't. Is there any carbine ammo in here? I've been fucking running around like a fool. Oh, there's some. Okay. There we go. Didn't really get to use the sword, but that's fine. I really wish you got to see the elites more often in I really wish you got to see the elites more often in Halo 3. Like, I wish they were a more active part of the story. Instead of like kind of being around for some bits here and there. I kind of wish that were true, but that's okay. Because but the thing is, though, is that, okay, I'm going to say something controversial. I don't really care for the aesthetic of the elites in Halo 3. I don't. I think Arbiter looks good. I think Halfjaw looks good, but my problem is always this, is that they look too bulky and they move too slowly. Whenever I think of elites, I don't think of like a bulky, slow warrior. Their entire thing since the beginning has always been like athletic, lean, fit warriors that are like quick on their feet. You know, they're able to traverse the battlefield with ease by just like their long legs and just they're just quick. And I feel like that isn't translated very well. I feel like that is not translated very well in Halo 3 and even Halo 2, I might say. Halo 2, they look good. I'd say I like the way they look, but as far as like, I don't know. And this also might be controversial, but I don't know. I do, but I don't like the aesthetics of the brutes in 3. I don't really like how you fight them. They just feel like elites, but not as fun. They suffer from the same problem that the brutes that I complain about, right? Is that like all the enemies just feel like slower. When it comes to the profile of a brute versus a elite, they don't feel distinct. They don't. They both are kind of bulky. They're both kind of slow. And like besides like some distinct weapon choices, they don't really feel all that different. I mean, obviously they look different, right? Because one's a big monkey and the other's a you know, like a giant lizard man. But as far as like how they fight, they're really not any different.
We are triumphant.
What a lad. I wonder if the flare actually works in this mod. Actually, like the bubble. I don't know. I don't know. These are long-standing, like, they're not even that big of a deal. They're kind of just nitpicks on my part, just like flavor choices that I would have made differently. But who am I? Fuck me, right? I'm just some guy. But I've also been kind of like slowly getting back into just kind of enjoying like Halo lore a bit more. Because I found out there's that YouTuber I've been listening to. He does a lot of Warhammer content when it comes like covering lore and stuff like that. But he actually, I found out that he actually really likes Halo quite a lot too, and he's got some excellent lore videos. And yeah, no, I've been just enjoying like kind of just like going back over that stuff and just kind of going, oh yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh, and by the way, the channel's name is Pancreas No Work. He's pretty funny too. But... okay. Oh, what's my... that's my flashlight. What the fuck is the button that I use for equipment? Not Q, no. What the fuck did I use?
Enjoy my bright blue ball.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm just gonna pick up this fuel rod just for the sake. The sword feels pretty tough. Is this on heroic? It is. I'm gonna say, it feels like I'm taking a lot of damage, but maybe that's just a feeling of mine. Also, really cool. I like this kind of down phantom over there. Pretty sick. I also like the scale of like a Covenant ship too. The Shadow of Intent is a pretty fucking big ship. And what the fuck is it? It's not F. Oh wow, I was like on like literal one health. Okay. So yeah, those little maulers are no joke. Those guys actually kind of hit. Don't get close to him, dog. That's all I'm saying. Can I do it? I can. Crisp. Come here. One thing that I found weird is that they didn't have the brute plasma rifle in Halo 3. Yeah, I suppose it's not that weird. I mean, it's just, I'd say if anything, it was kind of more of like a flavor choice than anything. Oh, it's there. It's just like, just kind of bugged out. So it's more of a flavor choice than anything, because at least in Halo 2, it was kind of meant to show that, like, hey, the brutes are kind of getting their own weapons, and it's kind of like, it's showing favorability from the prophets and a new era. Blah, blah, blah. No one gives a shit. I know. What the fuck? Yeah, what do I have? Oh my god. Bro, chill. Plasma feels good though. Man, dual wielding feels awesome. I just wish that like the weapons that were used for dual wielding didn't suck. So I feel like that actually could have been a pretty interesting little like sandbox thing. Controversial, I know, but like, I know sometimes this is the problem with talking about like Halo's like sandbox stuff, is that like I feel like a lot of it has been kind of very much based on nostalgia, right? But like these are feelings that I've kind of always had for quite a while, is that I feel like Oh, that guy fucking died. Wait, did that guy with the Fjord gun die? They might have. That's a cool little detail. Got some Seraph fighters down there. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like dual wielding, I think, had aura. I think it was cool. But as far as like being actually like fun or interesting for the sandbox, I don't think it really did anything. It might be kind of fucked up to say, but that's what it felt like to me. Is that it felt like it wasn't really good or useful, and people didn't really use it. So I don't know. I would like to see dual wielding possibly return, but it's kind of one of those features where I'm not willing to go to war over it. Okay, now I gotta look up like controls because now I don't remember what my equipment button is. Oh, it's shift. Forgot I had it on shift because I'm like, well, I don't have a sprint button, so fuck it. Might as well, right? Yeah, you know what? I'll keep it, sure. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like dual wielding, like the individual weapons that can be used for dual wielding, I feel like their power levels should be still treated as if they were full individual weapons, but those weapons are more suited for like close range, and obviously don't give people the ability to throw grenades or you know, make it have like some kind of very real downside to it with the sandbox. Because obviously, like, if you have the strength of weapons be treated as like full normal weapons, then having two at the same time kind of like, I don't know if it shifts the scales like into a thing where, into a meta where now like dual wielding is the only option, it's the only thing you should do in the game. I don't know, I'd have to think about that position a little bit more. I don't know. Oh, it's like, it's kind of like the little light bridges from Halo 2. That's cool. Like the ones you see on High Charity. Cool. That's pretty neat. Oh God. So one thing I find myself like kind of brainstorming and thinking about dumb ideas that I would like to see in games like this, in like old Halo games and stuff like that. I find myself kind of brainstorming about these ideas probably a little more often than like a grown 33-year-old man probably should. But the thing is, I like this franchise. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I mean, the direction that it's taken is not very good, but I feel like the sandboxes for these games have always been like, they're awesome, but I feel like there's just like so many little tweaks I would make. I don't know. I feel like the brutes in Halo 3 and ODST need to have some kind of identity, something that really makes them stand out from being just like slower, less interesting to fight versions of elites. You know what I mean? I would really like that kind of like little rage mechanic they have where they kind of drop their weapons and they charge at you. I would like that to be some kind of mechanic or feature that's probably a little more fleshed out, because like a lot of the time in these in this game, right, Halo 2 and Halo 3, Halo 2 had its own development problems. It's shocking that game even made it out the door, but I think I might have to tone down the audio just a little bit. Do 40. I think that might be. But I feel like I feel like the pack mechanic needs more of a mechanic to it, right? Like, for example, if there's like 3 or 4 brutes and you kill 2 of them, right? Like, you kill half of them, then the other 2, like, maybe one goes berserk, and if you leave him alone for long enough, then he, like, encourages the other one to go berserk as well. You know, like, he fucking hypes up the other guy, and then they both start charging at you. Kind of almost like hunter pairs have something similar to this. It's not quite the same, but it is similar. It is similar in the way that, where, like, for example, you kill one hunter, then the other one kind of reaches its own kind of rage mode and charges you. I don't want, and see, this is where it gets tricky, because now I also don't want all the Covenant pretty much to have their own kind of berserk mode that they go into once something happens. Like, the elites have it at one point. They have it a bit in Halo 1. They certainly have it in Reach. They have it in a bit in Halo 3 as well. So I feel like not every part of the Covenant needs its own kind of like rage mechanic, but I don't know. I just want the brutes to be more interesting mechanically to fight. That's all. Because I don't know. I feel like now, and this is weird too, brutes in Halo Infinite, like, this is going to be crazy, but brutes are at their funnest and best to fight in Halo Infinite. This is probably one of the few times I will give Halo Infinite praise on this channel. Like, legit. I think Halo Infinite has the best brutes to fight. They're actually quite fun. I like the fact that they have some variety too. You kind of get like the Berserker brutes that are more heavily armored, but they're fast. They rush you down. You obviously got the chieftains and everything. You got your hammer variant, and you also have your hammer variant, and you also got like one that carries turrets and stuff like that. You know, classic, but simple. But they do a pretty good job. Okay. Well, nice try, dude. You gave it a shot. You didn't get very far, but you tried. Good job. Get rinsed, bozo. You too. Bye. Oh, that's cool. It's I think it's like the same kind of reactor room that like Halo 2 had when John Halo, my boy. Oh, they keep that. Okay. When Mr. John Halo infiltrates the ship and he drops the Covenant bomb into it. It's very much what it reminds me of. Well, I think I went the wrong direction because I'm just kind of yapping. Oh, knocked his helmet off. Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of spitball some ideas. Now, I know it's been a pretty quiet night so far as well, but like, you know, if you guys have any ideas, like, obviously I'm the one that's like pretty much the most diehard for this fucking stupid Alien franchise. I realize I'm probably the only one who gives a shit, but I don't know. I like hearing other people's ideas as to what they would like to see changed with like the Halo sandbox and like mechanics and you know, enemies and all that. I like to hear that stuff. And obviously I do like to kind of pay attention to it because I play mods that make changes to the sandbox. And I think, for example, like, I think Ruby's Rebalanced does an excellent job. Does a really good job, actually, at making, like, balance changes and additional content for Halo 1 that I find to be really good. Really good. I don't know. I'm a massive nerd for this kind of shit. Do I think it's warranted? I don't know. I don't know. I just grew up on this franchise. I just really like it a lot. But I don't feel like advancing this franchise or getting the things I want out of it is going to be born exclusively out of making only negative comments about its current form, right? I want to be constructive in my criticism as opposed to just like sitting here crying, bitching, moaning, pissing, shitting my pants, farting, coming, all this stuff. It's like, sure, you can talk about what you think is wrong and what you don't like, but I feel like that also needs to come with a dose of saying what you do want. If you can highlight all the things that you don't like, I feel like it's harder to make... I don't know. I feel like it's harder in some ways to suggest changes in a positive fashion and to, like... make changes in a positive fashion, what you do like about a game as opposed to something you don't like. I actually started following this guy. Oh, that's cool. I started like watching videos from this game, a guy named Obo Shoes Games or whatever. Weird name, but he's actually a pretty funny guy. So I was watching a video of his while I was sitting there eating dinner, and that he kind of made a really good point about like criticism. Is that like, oh, he said that basically that, like, you know, it's much easier to point out like flaws in games that you can like very easily find like, oh, I don't like this or that, but it's much harder to kind of explain why you think parts of a game are good. And I actually find that to be pretty true. At least in my opinion. And that's why I think I kind of hit a good note on my fucking video for Dark Messiah. I pinpointed exactly, and I talked about extensively what I did like about that game. I like a lot about that game, you know? And I highlighted like mechanics that I like quite a bit too, and how the game functions. And I like making that. I think it's good. I think we could make Halo better if have everyone 343 commit Sudoku. I don't think that's going to help. I think that's I don't think that's going to do too much personally, but you know what? To each their own, I guess. That's a bold new direction we can take. You know what? That guy's popping off that brute shot. God damn, boy. Jesus Christ. Sending it to the FBI. What, saying like people shouldn't be doing that? Yeah, I don't know. I find too that in like criticism of games, I like to be constructive with feedback and at least throw ideas out there as to what I would like changed and why that I feel that way. This is something that I feel a lot of people might miss, especially people with, I think, IQs that are rivaling like a refrigerator temperature. You know, like basically like the people who for example, it is I would say it is good to criticize Star Wars for being bad and for being weird and annoying and cringe, right? That is fine. However, I want you to make a good case for it rather than I saw a black woman as a Jedi and I am mad. Have actually something real to say rather than just being some fucking rage bait pissmonger baby. Because you're right, Star Wars is bad. Star Wars does suck. But, I don't know.
Attention! The command center is under attack. We cannot.
Christ. Also, big sandbox suggestion. Make the spike grenades do more than nothing at all. Please, God. Make the spike grenades actually do something in the sandbox rather than nothing. I feel like they're too weak in every game that they're in. Now, it might be weird to say, and trust me, I'm doing this through clenched teeth. Halo Infinite at one point had some pretty fun spike grenades. At one point. And then I think they made a balance change to them and then made them bad again, which I find to be annoying because it's like, dude, we had it. We had it, dude. We were right there. We had it figured out. Now, one thing that I do find to be like kind of fun about them is that you can stick them to walls, to vehicles, or whatever. They're different from the plasma grenade in which you can stick them to surfaces without having it be a hostile target, right? You can do all that. And I like that. I think that's a neat distinction in the sandbox rather than having it be a worse plasma grenade. Right? I like it because what Halo Infinite did with it is that they actually made it. I feel like the spikes need to have like a sandbox purpose, right? Like they need to for example, right? They're meant to be like very deadly. Make them be like extremely deadly in like really close quarter situations. One thing that I would like to do back in Halo 3 when I used to play online was create what I call a blender, right? Which was someone throws down a bubble shield, you go in there, you throw a plasma grenade, not a plasma grenade, spike grenade on the bottom of it. Not even have to stick the enemy. I mean, that's a bonus. But like the spikes inside would more likely than not kill them outright. I found that to be kind of fun. I found that to be cool. This is a cool environment too. Shit, look at this. Yeah, this is a really cool environment. Shit. I think this might be brand new. I don't know, but no, it looks good. Music also kind of bops here as well. Huh. Wonder if this is new, like, bespoke music, too. Oh, shit, drones. Just gotta get my shields up. One thing that I really like about ODST is that they introduce like drone and jetpack like variants, different ranks. However, one thing that I don't particularly care for is the gold drones that have like small energy shields on them. That I can do without. I can live the rest of my life without drones with energy shields, but you know what? I appreciate the attempt at making drones a bit more varied. So I got a new pair of them Arctic mutt boots for the winter, and I don't know what's going on, but my right big toe area is all fucked up now. Like, how so? Just feeling like it hurts, it's sore, or like I don't know, like how's it make your foot feel? Because I feel like I know exactly how you feel, because that's how I felt when I was getting a when my ingrown toenail problems were going on. It's so painful, like it hurts a lot. Huh, really? Because that was one thing that I always felt like, you know, again, when I was like basically fucking having my ingrown toenail problems there, is that like my boots would fit just fine. Like they wouldn't be like constricting my toes in. They would feel like comfortable, and I would tie them tight, and you know, I wouldn't have any problems. And then just like find out that it was just like fucking up my toenails, and I had no idea why. So I don't know. Shit's just weird, dog. Maybe. Hey, there we go. There's a use for the spike grenade. It's not the toenail, it's like where it connects to the foot. Oh, okay. The foot knuckle, yeah. Okay. I think I know what you mean. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, where it like presses in while you drive, maybe. And it's, if I had to guess, it's probably specifically on your foot they use for your gas pedal and all that. Bye. Yeah, it's your good driving foot. That's my good foot. That sucks, man. Shit, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, because I was gonna say, it might be just a way of kind of the boot, just not being like worked in enough, and that it's gonna take a little bit more time. Because I know because I recently got a new pair of work boots myself, and I was initially like, they felt good to wear on my left foot, but for whatever reason on my right foot, they just like press in on my pinky toes, and I'm not sure why. It's just weird, but they've been feeling more comfortable now. It's also kind of tangential, but I don't know if it's just like having like good boots and good insoles, and also like honestly, since I've been working out legs a lot more often, like I don't find myself like feeling tired nearly as much standing up at work all day. I mean, like, no shit, duh. You're strengthening your legs. That's gonna happen, right? But yeah, no, it feels good. God. Ah, oh, fuck. An enemy with a fuel rod gun is always a massive problem. Like, those projectiles just come out so fast. Oh yeah, I fucking see where he is too. Surprise, bitch! Woo! No, don't kill me! Also seems like the, I don't know, the AI is definitely pretty aggressive. Which is not bad. Because I feel like in a lot of ways, you know, Halo 3's AI felt like very passive. Nothing felt like it had any aggression, like they would be willing to push up on your position if they felt like you were vulnerable or whatever. Just felt like different, like, nah, you should come after me a little bit, pressure me. Oh. Also cool, like, okay, I didn't initially point this out when I started this level, but this is a cool area. And this is very much an area they would have on like Covenant ships. They would have like some greenery. This is cool. Also solid reuse of assets from ODST, by the way. Very smart to do. Yeah, I like this. It's not outside of the you know, the aesthetic that Covenant ships have either, because there are areas in High Charity in Halo 2 that have some greenery, so that makes sense. I mean, I'm just gonna keep this drill rod gun. Wonder if they got anything cool down here. This is a level some random fella made? Yeah, this is all a mod. This is not part of Halo 3. Yeah, these are, so all the levels that I'm going through are all, like, they're all made by a modder. This is a mod highlight, so. Yeah, this is a mod called Halo New Covenant. Yeah, bye, nerd. Glad I picked up that drill rod gun. It's just a monster closet? Okay. New Covenant, new me, yeah. Oh, also, I forgot to do this earlier. My bad. Yes. Just type a little... There we go. So that is a link to the mod in case anyone is interested in, you know, and just subscribing to it on Steam, you know, it's not a big deal. Oh no, did it do the fucking, oh, it did the thing. Oh no, I forgot Mass Chief Collection does this too. Sometimes alt-tabbing out of the game. Sometimes alt-tabbing out of the game causes it to fucking stop. It says it's still running, but I can't access it. That's so frustrating. Yep. You idiot, yeah. That's so frustrating. It really is. John Halo's ultimate weakness, alt-tabbing. True, dude. Absolutely true. John Halo hates it. Well, I would say more Jimmy Rings hates it. New Covenant, yes. Resume. Now, where did it put me? Oh, that would upset me if it put me like really far back. Oh no, lovely. Start of the hunter encounter. That ain't so bad. Also, like, I don't know why, but like the flame grenades were insanely overpowered in Halo 3. They were actually like more deadly and they were more dangerous than fucking plasma grenades. It was insane. Then again, they did kind of feel like they were just kind of like, I don't know, fuck it, we just threw fire grenades in here. Don't you think that's cool? I'm like, yeah, I mean that's cool, but like, are they just like another plasma grenade? They're kind of like, yeah, sort of, and that was it. Fuck. I'm not hating. I'm just being a sassy bitch. That's all. Fuck Jimmy Rings, yeah, dude. I'm not a fan of Jimmy Rings and his. It's like the more I think about that show, the more it like really upsets me. Which is why, like, okay, here's the thing. I had watched the first season out of the show out of just morbid curiosity. It did not look promising, and it just like it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Oh, new cutscene. Arbiter just gets fucking rinsed immediately. That's pretty funny.
So this is the almighty art. The will of the prophets turned heretic and traitor. Unenviable scar.
Why do this? The lies of the prophets have been silenced. You are free from their control.
You may have murdered truth, but you have not broken our covenant. Before his death, Truth bestowed upon us one final gift. Install the shield. You have quite the vessel, Robert. The shadow of intent, pride of the Singhili fleet. The perfect tool forged to finally eradicate the humans. And then the Singhili.
Your ignorance blinds you. The humans are resilient. They will break you in your foolish band.
No, it is you who truly are ignorant.
No,
Fail
you.
to comprehend what this shield is capable of. With this shield and the shadow of intent, today, the Covenant is reborn. Our purpose survives this treachery of the Singhili heretics and begins anew.
No, Arbiter!
Now, twist their dicks.
Kill them, all of them.
Now, Arbiter, twist their dicks, silly style. Okay, so is Artas fucking dead? Well, it certainly looked like. Oh.
Sir, we have an elite distress beacon on the radar. How should we respond?
Let's take a
Ah,
look.
fuck him.
You're lucky we got your beacon. Why were you on that Phantom? Where's the shadow of intent?
Covenant remnants, radical followers of truth, attacked and boarded the Shadow of Intent by surprise. Outnumbered, my crew were. None survived. The remnants, they installed a shield. It appears to be forerunner in nature. They intend to rearm the vessel and bear her on humanity.
Just what we need. Most of the UNSC, what's left of it, is in dry dock for repairs. How far is your fleet? We could use your help once again.
They have returned to St. Helios by my orders. It would take them weeks to return, but I will send a message.
Humanity thanks you. I'll send word to the other species colonies. Not all are behind the prophecies now that the truth is out. We will need everyone we can muster. It would be nice, though, if the Chief were still here.
And Chief's off fucking around somewhere. We don't know where he is. His goofy ass is somewhere. His stupid ass is yet to wake up in Halo 4, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Chief has to wake up in Halo 4. Ugh.
Cortana. Get to a drop pod now.
Oh, so do we get a mission as Chief? Get down to this whack-ass planet, John. Get down to that goofy planet, Chief. The Halo 3 suit still looks like so clean, dude. It looks fantastic.
I don't know. We aren't anywhere near the Ark, that's for sure. The portal was closing as we went through it. Maybe that's why we didn't end up with the others. Anyway, we should head to the frigate and see what equipment we can salvage first. Come on.
It is I, Jimmy Rings. It is I, James Circle. It's stupid as fuck. Kind of cool. Definitely reuse the sand effects from Halo 3 and ODST. Okay, not bad, not bad. I like me some sand trap. I always thought that was a fun little little extra thing where if you accidentally flip over the elephant, you get like a very special prompt that's like, you did what? Pretty good. So I wonder, right? I wonder if I could use, because I'm wearing my old Halo 3 shirt, and I say old, right? I wonder if I went to the store and I bought alcohol, right? If I bought one beer, please. If I went to the alcohol store and I would like one beer, please, and they'd go, "Sir, how old are you?" And they'd ask for my ID. I would point at the shirt. They'd go, "All right, Unc, you're good." Yeah, man, you're fine.
I'm surprised the
Yeah,
dogs
we know.
work so well. They sure build them tough.
I think that is a viable strategy. If you show someone that you're wearing a Halo 3 shirt in the year of our Lord 2025, yeah, you can say that you're unk pilled at this point, dude. There's no way. Listen, Gen Alpha and Zoomers are not getting into Halo. They're really not. They are having a rough go of it. That's for sure. They are not getting into Halo, and I can't say I blame them. What do they got to go off of? Fucking Halo Infinite? Christ. Christ, they deserve better. Oh, hey, Red. What's up? How are you feeling, Red? You feeling, are you feeling eepy? If you were, I really can't blame you. I can't. I haven't exactly been a fountain of youth and energy lately either, so I don't blame you.
Ugh, what a mess.
There's a shotgun. I will take a shotgun. Thank you, Cortania. Cortanial. A rocket? Rocket and a shotgun? I complain. There's a snip and ripple. Oh, there's the ODST SMG, the Sounds SMG. Cool. I wish there would be a little bit more highlighted. Flashlight don't really do dick in here, unfortunately. We'd be doing ramen for dinner, based. I did some ramen the other night too. Though I felt like I had a little pep in my step, and by pep in my step I mean ability to use the microwave. I had some leftover rice, black beans, some stir-fry vegetables, and I had some couple little flounder fillets. What the fuck? Stop it. I had some like flounder fillets that I thawed out, so I had some fish, rice, beans, and you know, and some like carrots and broccoli and stuff like that. It was pretty good. Yeah, nice try, Rip Bozos.
Covenant. What are they?
Mental health is trapped in the shitter and the window's glued shut. How you be doing? I feel ya. I haven't exactly been feeling my froggy freshest either lately, so I understand. The holidays are always kind of tough this time of year. So, trust me, I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Looks like they came from the west. I suggest we head that way. Follow the tracks they laid, Chief.
Ask Joe what I told him he could get me for a Christmas present. I asked what he said. He sent me a text that said, "Get me a gun and one bullet." And I told him that it's like, well, at least it's cheaper than a whole mag, so I guess I can do that. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. Oh yeah, this is giving me some good arc level vibes. Oh yeah, baby. I always like the Halo 3 chopper. I always. Oh shit! Oh shit! This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Having a crisis over turning 25 when all my friends are gone. I get it. You know? I get it. And I hate to be this kind of guy. And I hate that these words are probably not going to be the absolute best. But I'm going to say this, right? That, listen, as you get older, that problem is going to probably, maybe, get worse, right? I don't see my friends very often at all. I understand that, like, I am lucky to still have, like, some friends that I see, like, not super regularly, but often enough, right? And that does help my mental health when I do get to see them. The time I spend with them is lovely. It is hard, though, that, like, especially because I haven't had the experience of going to college and having friends, or maybe having some friends outside high school, whatever. What is going on here? It is tough, right? It is tough. I'm not going to pretend that it's easy, but you know, you'll be okay. You can, like, listen, you can always make new friends. You're a charismatic person. You're funny. You're charming. You're clever. And you know, like, you can always make new friends. There are always more people out there in the world, and there's no reason to give up or to think that's over. It sucks, right? Not being able to see the people that you love and the friends that you enjoy spending time with. That part does suck. But tomorrow's is always a new day. You know, maybe it takes something like, you know, just getting outside the comfort zone, going to a place that you think is cool, that you want to try. Maybe just put yourself out there. Maybe try to meet some new people. I don't know. I don't know if any of this helps. I know most of this has probably been also a bit probably incoherent. So I'm trying to play a video game and try to give some kind of encouraging advice. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is happening in my brain, but die.
Chief, hook me up to that console.
All right, Cortania.
Huh. There's a fragment of code here, and it seems there's an outpost or...
I mean, all of them are gone. I want to go see a movie 2 months from now, and there's not a single one around. Also, I'm bad at being a human behind the screen. Well, here's the thing, is that, you know, I'm not going to get into any detail about any of this, but I have recently, you know, within some amount of time, been someone who was used to having someone around for quite a while, and now that has not been the case for quite some time. And that's taken a lot of getting used to. And sometimes it's getting used to the idea of doing something alone. And being okay with that. I'm not saying that it's perfect. Oh, that's pretty funny. It's not perfect. You are going to feel alone still, but doing things by yourself can feel like kind of liberating. It can. Some positive energy in the thought jumble. Thank you. No problem at all. Like you know, like for example, I went to a mongoose. For example, I have for my birthday, I went on a hiking trip by myself up somewhere, and that was something I've never done before. Like celebrate my birthday like by myself, and like take a vacation by myself to do any of that shit. I just don't do that. I'm very much a person who likes to be around his friends and stuff like that, and I don't know. This was a new thing for me. It felt honestly pretty uncomfortable at first. It felt pretty uncomfortable at first, I'm not gonna lie, but I got used to that, and I got okay with being alone. And it's liberating in a way. It is. Is it perfect? No. But it's tough. It does take time to kind of be okay with all of that. So. Is the Wraith dead? Alright, now it's dead. I can see now that it's exploding. That is kind of fucked. I think it's funny that you can knock these over before you explode them, so it's like quite funny. What the fuck? Is this supposed to be water? What is this? Oh, it is supposed to be water. It's just weirdly untextured for some reason. Okay. Whatever. What's your work schedule like around Christmas? Are you just curious? Are you asking me or cousin here that question? Wish I could do things by myself and not be a girl who incels find approachable. Yeah, that is something that also does make the dynamic definitely a lot different. Me as a 33-year-old man. No one gives a fuck if I'm somewhere by myself. No one gives a shit. If someone sees me on like a hiking trail or maybe like when I went on vacation, when I stopped in a bar by myself to grab like a shot before I went back to my room for the night, I don't give a fuck. I wasn't approached by weirdos. If anything, I was the one doing the approaching. I saw, and I wasn't approaching women, I was approaching other dudes. You know why? Because I saw one guy had a Dying Fetus shirt. And I was like, hey man, sick shirt, I fucking love it. And we fist bumped or whatever, and he bought me a beer, so that was cool. So that was awesome. But I realized the dynamic is very different for women. Like, there's a whole other fucking deal going on there. So, you know, take what I say as like a more general rule, but obviously, you know, make some changes based around your life and who you are. So that's all I can do is just suggest. Just try to help in some way, shape, or form, you know? I know it's probably not a lot, but it's something. Wait, where the fuck? Die. I'm gonna say, I need a normal gun as a sniper. Die.
We have to kill it.
No, you don't. Die. I don't know if the damage is cranked up or if just like Halo 3 is just like this, but goddamn, I feel like I'm taking damage like crazy. I was asking you, Joey. My schedule, from what it looks like for the holidays, is I believe I have the. It's really weird. I'm gonna have to get a. Let me see my little personal calendar. See if I wrote it down. I know my boss told me. I'll have to get it figured out for sure. But I do have Christmas off. I know that. I'm going to be working Christmas Eve, which, you know, big deal. It is what it is. And I think I have New Year's Day off. I'll have to double check some stuff, but I'll get back to you on that. I can't imagine being a girl doing by myself. Shit, sounds scary. Yeah, it does sound fucking scary. Absolutely. I know there's one friend that I talked to who's a lady. You know, she told me, she's like, yeah, I carry this knife with me. Like, you know, she saw some cool mushrooms and she cut them off of a tree. She's like, yeah, these are cool.
I'm okay.
And you know, she likes to forage for that kind of shit. So, and I was like, damn, that's a pretty big fucking knife here. I was like, is that all you use it for? She's like, well, it's also for, you know, personal protection, because, you know, I'm a smallish woman and I hike by myself a lot of the time, so, you know, just in case. I'm like, ah. I understand. I get it. It frickin' is, so is. Yeah, I can only imagine, right? I'm not gonna try to sit here and be like, I understand how it feels to be a woman in these situations. Like, I'm like a 200-pound, 33-year-old man who, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I got some visible muscle on me. I'm in pretty good shape. So like, obviously my presence and how someone reacts to me is gonna be very different from seeing you know, a woman, and how they, especially fucking weirdos who might have some fucking disgusting ideas. So it changes things dramatically. It does. Ever approach a woman on a hike and tell her skin looks beautiful and looks like a tid be uncomfortable? I have not done that. The most interactions I've had with women on trails, besides like if I go with my friend, is I, you know, say hi, and that's it. As we pass each other, I did have one woman. She had like a camera, and she was asking if I saw any cool like little stuff going on in nature out on the trail. She just saw me walk out of, and I, you know, told her I saw a lot of squirrels. You know, I saw a really fat crow. That was awesome. But other than that, nothing really too big. So, I don't know. I wish this wasn't my average experience leaving the house. Yeah, it definitely Like I said, I don't envy the experiences of women who have to deal with fucking weird men in public, which is why it's like, I don't know, things are just different, right? Because as a fella, right, who is single right there out in the world, like I never like the idea of approaching a woman and just like hitting on her out in public, because I like, listen, I know women in my life and who would feel really fucking weird and uncomfortable, and I don't know this person's situation, if they have a partner or whatever, and like, especially where people are, like, is this really the fucking time to hit on someone? Come on now. Especially 99% of the time, it's like I'm at a bar or restaurant or whatever. Like, no, this is not the time. They're working too. So like, what the fuck? What would be the plan here, anyways? This wouldn't work. Just be weird. Yeah, I can see like a pretty lady out in public and be like, yeah, she looks good. You know? Like, for example, too, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I go to a local gym, you know, fairly near me, and I see some pretty ladies in there, sure. But I'm never gonna go up to them and, you know, try to strike up a conversation in hopes of anything like that. No, because it's like, listen, you're at the gym. Last thing you want is some fucking weirdo coming up to you, asking for your number and everything. Like, you're there because you want to get your reps in. And listen, I'm not the biggest and most attractive guy in there. Are we fucking kidding me? Those dudes in there are huge. Some handsome fellas as well. So it's like, yeah, who am I? Who cares? BRB, gotcha. I named 3 guys in the past 4 times I've left the house that have given me the I could wear your teeth stare. So now I'm hermit maxing. Yeah, I would say, yeah, that would definitely influence how I think and approach social situations and social spaces as well. Yeah, that I gotta admit, that would definitely make me more. That would definitely make me kind of turtle up and not want anything to do with the outside or people in general. So again, I don't blame you one bit. You are completely right to feel that way. Ah, fuck. Anyways, I have good news. Markiplier's movie got picked up by the Big Four of movie theaters and officially made it to almost 2,000 theaters across the U.S. without a distribution manager. Really? That is really impressive. Is that like, now, is that something that he has, like, did he contact like theaters himself and was like trying to get the movie distributed, or I don't actually generally know how that works, so you'll have to inform me. Oh, cool. Fuck overcharging predatory distribution companies, and he got a fucking win. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I know it's probably a lot to try to describe, so I genuinely don't expect you to try to, like, explain to me the whole, like, story of how that whole thing happened, but was it through just, like, word of mouth from the community contacting that they'd be interested in, like, say, for example, there's a theater in town by you, and is it just by, like, word of mouth from people being like, hey, you should pick up this movie and show it in your theater? Like a very grassroots kind of effort, or is it very much of a, like, yeah, I just don't know how it works. I'm ignorant. I'm not gonna lie. I am quite ignorant.
You know what? This is not funny.
Hell yeah. I agree, Red. Oh, it's Kaiser who said that. Oh. Get fucked. Oh, you want some? You want some, little nerd? Die. Or you? Die. Kaiser, my boy. Good to see you. How you been?
That's all of it. Let's look at what we've got. It contains jump points for a Covenant carrier class. It also shows a set of coordinates not far from here. Let's check it out.
Get fucking rinsed. Get your piss rinsed, loser. You know what? I'll take the Wraith. Fuck it. You got time tonight. He asked the fans to request it if they wanted to see it. So it was 100% word of mouth, and they set up a section on their website so that theaters could reach out to them. Mark and his wife, Amy, did every theater deal by themselves. Wow, that's a genuinely impressive feat then, if that's how everything went about. That's impressive. Okay, well done. Well done, everybody involved. My God. Okay, cool. According to Mark, it was mostly Amy based. But yeah, fair. But still, no, that's still an incredible amount of work. Hey, I'm happy for them though. That's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know when the movie is supposed to come out or anything like that, but I'll have to check any theaters up by me that might be showing it, because I mean, if it's in a theater by me, I'd go see it. Sure. Been good. Been busy on the automaton front. Democracy needs us to stop the clankers from making new weapons. Godspeed, my friend. You stop them damn dirty clankers from stinking up all of democracy. Do your best, King. We're rooting for you. I gotta go 1,000 meters out that way. Are we fucking... we on vent? Yeah, nice try, bozo. It's good stuff. Brute shots there. Okay. It's not only amazing for them, but it's opened up doors for all other indie movies to come. Yeah, good. I'm glad. I think that's quite swell. Like, cause listen, like, I know it's kind of been like this this big old stinky curse, right? Of people from a YouTube channel or whatever to make a movie and it turns out to be dog shit, right? This happens pretty frequently. So, you know, but here's the thing. We've been recently getting a little, you know, a bit of movies from some pretty talented people from YouTube who have been,
Damn it! Why can't you get fishing rods sink here? Using grenades is really hard. I just want to fish for once for lunch. Just once.
oh no! Did he drown? No! No! Poor little guy. Rip. But like, we've been getting a few good like movies from like YouTubers. There's the Talk to Me, and then they released another movie that I've heard was also like excellent. I haven't seen it, but I've been really wanting to. You know, there's, I mean, obviously it's like the exception to the rule, the rule being like YouTubers make bad movies, but I would be curious to see if you know, if Markiplier put forward a good movie here. He's a smart guy. He's capable. You know, so he isn't. As far as I understand, he's not the kind of person to. He doesn't at least strike me as the kind of person who would just kind of do some dog shit. Like if he was going to be involved in something like that, he would actually like try. He would actually put in some amount of effort.
Let's see if the code works. Nice. Well, I guess there's only one way to go. Down.
Thank you, Cortana from Wish. No, that's mean. I'm sorry. That was mean. Yeah. Oh God. I have some not ideal weapons to fight drones with. This is not what I was hoping for. I mean, we're still doing it, but Mark's also an actor director first, so it's interesting. He did In Space and others like Adventures with Markiplier stuff. Okay, so it sounds like that he's been getting his feet wet when it comes to these kind of things. So he's getting far more involved. Well, that's cool. Good for him. This is kind of cool little area. This is kind of neat. This kind of rocks. Terrible. Alright. Forgive me. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I've made bad jokes while playing a Halo game. That's a cool little effect. There's like some little bugs. That's kind of neat.
Okay. Wow. I was not expecting this.
This is not a natural formation. Someone built this. So it must lead somewhere. This is a cool looking little area though. My hell yes, filmmaker is winning. High, one stressed. Hell yeah. Well, no, that's good though. I like it when people succeed, right? I don't want to see people like constantly shit their pants and fail. If the person is a bad person, I like to see that, sure. But, you know, Markiplier is not a shit person, from what I understand. So, so hey, more power to him. You know, shout out to Markiplier from j0everkill, I guess, as much as that means anything. I don't know. He has no fucking clue who I am, but hey, more power to him. Now with my power, Markiplier can now make good things. Only because I said so. I'm sure he needed my input to do that. Yeah, sure. Most effective shout out. Yeah, I'm platforming Markiplier using my enormous social media presence to do two things: jack and shit. Ah, they reused this structure thing from Halo, from the Covenant. A little sentinel beam, okay. A little sentinel beam action. All right. I mean, it fits pretty cool in here. It looks neat. Mark finally got the Sigma seal of approval. He can finally thrive. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you're welcome, Markiplier. Made you famous. Listen, dog. I got a whole 3 viewers right now. Like, listen, he needs the boost. Old boy out here is starving, suffering. We're really building that high over here. Yeah, cook his ass. Also, it's kind of a bummer that the Sentinels weren't in Halo 3 more. I would have liked to see them more. Also, check DMs. Alright. That felt good. Felt just like bashing his shit in. It's like Sentinels were only really in. They were in the arc, and they were kind of like a set piece, more kind of like for flavor than anything else. Power drain, yeah, I'll take power drain. But yeah, nah, Sentinels are cool. Now here's the thing, Red. I would alt tab out to check DMs, but it turns out Master Chief Collection sometimes is one of those games where alt tabbing away from it means the game fucking crashes in a weird way. So I have to ow. Well, I have to stay in the game. I can't unless I can check on my phone. Yeah. All right. I don't know why, but I have like this really weird like hang up about like checking my phone or even like looking at it while I'm streaming. Even though like it doesn't matter because I eat on stream like all the time. So like why is that such a big deal? But I will do so. All right, what is cooking here? What is cooking? Okay, January 30th, 2026. Okay. All right, and that's a link to learn where to buy tickets. Gotcha. Okay. So I will have to look into that and see if the theater up by me is possibly showing it, because like I said, I would go watch it. Why not? Fuck it. Kind of like layering like two tracks on top of each other, and it's kind of weird. I can hear it.
I see a bad guy.
No, you don't.
He's got it.
He's in Guam, friggin' Guam. Hey man, if he made it to Guam, hell yeah. All my Guam, my fans from Guam in the audience, stand up right now, dude. Guam is popping off. You guys don't understand how hyped I am about Guam. Guam, invest in Guam. It's huge for the account right now. Massive. Find that map hilarious. It's pretty good.
Damn it! The bridge is out.
Damn it!
We'll have to get across using the.
Fuck! The bridge is out. Platforming. In my Halo game, I signed up to shoot aliens, not fucking platform. This ain't Mario, bitch. Oh god. Yeah, I was like, no, I'm gonna die if I try that. Wow, they're actually winning. It's like them to kill each other as much as possible before I scum my way in at the end. Scumming my way in at the end is my preferred tactic, because listen, I think that's the best. And if anyone disagrees with me, they are wrong. About anything, by the way. If you don't agree with anything I'm saying, you're just wrong. Sorry. Just fact. Like the Halo 3 Sentinels have like a weird health. I don't know how to describe it, but it feels like you shoot them, right? And like their shields flare up, and then other times you kill them just super quick. They're strangely fragile, and I don't really understand it, but I don't know. I'm a silly little guy. What do I know? These fucking Mario levels, dude. Imagine the Forerunners building and installing this stuff, and they're just like, oh god. Are they maybe countering? Possibly. No, they don't do that. I would say the closest thing that we've had to like Forerunner enemies like countering anything is like Prometheans in Halo 4. I don't know if 5 did it too. But I know when you would throw grenades at like the Promethean Knights, they could grab them and like whip them back at you. No, that was the Watchers, the little fellas that spawn out of their back that also revive them. Fucking annoying, by the way. Halo 4's Prometheans have some neat ideas, but executed really poorly. I do not like the Prometheans in Halo 4. Absolute dog water. I don't know what's over here. I don't know which way is progress, but oh god. I got teamed. I didn't know the Sentinels are there too. That's kind of funny. Nice.
Finally,
There's the monster closet. I feel I'm supposed to go up there. You know, doing platforming in a Halo game reminds me, I'm like, oh yeah, they didn't do much of this, did they? And then I'm like, yeah, they're probably right to not do much of this, huh? Yeah, that looks like this thing. It's gonna be like a little set piece fight, but that's fine. It's cool, like backgrounds. Nice little flavor. Game Awards are happening. Time for Expedition 33 Hype Party. I hear it did really well at the Golden Joystick Awards, which I believe are a British awards ceremony.
What was that voice? It sounded
But
familiar.
I heard they had a very similar kind of outing on that night that Baldur's Gate 3 had, you know, back when that came out. So, if that's true, you know, hey, no, I support Expedition 33. Especially for like a new studio to make like a title with, you know, that's that good. I haven't played it myself still. I have a lot of other games I need to get to before I think I'd try that, but yeah.
Be linked to this place.
Really? That much sugar, huh? I gotta try to get different ones. It hit the most number of nominations a game has ever had. That's pretty dang impressive. Ain't gonna lie. That's pretty dang impressive. Oh god! Wait, okay. Nice try, bozo. Hunters and a chieftain and a small hallway? It is a good thing I kept this rocket launcher from earlier. Otherwise, this encounter might be pretty tough, depending on the weapons you come into this with. Okay, well, I feel vindicated to keep that rocket launcher. And it seems like a lot. I don't know. It feels like the damage has been upped on a lot of things, so I don't get close enough to enemies to use a grab hammer. So.
Chief, yank me. I'll handle this. Hey there. You can come out. We won't hurt you.
Then why did you destroy the Sentinels?
They attacked us. We didn't want to hurt them. We did save you from those Covenant, didn't we?
I suppose. But
I
why are you still
suppose.
doing as well?
Steal? No, we just need to contact our fleet. What did they steal?
They stole our shield generator. I shouldn't have let them in just because they had the key, but Protocol 68B4 dictates to immediately open the facility upon key recognition. Most of the intruders left, but a few stayed behind. This monitor unit and remaining Sentinels have been trying to gain control of this facility for some time now. Though it seems that the
What is the monitor
professors
name?
have
Because monitor
moved
names
themselves.
are often like really cool.
Well, we are your friends. You're safe now. Does this facility have a communication system?
Yes. This way.
Hi, Courtney's ass.
What is the purpose of this facility?
You know, Halo 3, well, to be fair, Halo 2, 3, and 4 Cortana can,
Approximately 8,200 local cycles ago.
they could get it, you know?
On standby for contact from the on-site.
Yeah, you know, wood.
Our fleet could help with reconnection to the installation, if you help us.
Perhaps. Here's the communications panel.
Thank you. Mayday, Mayday. Contacting any UNSC personnel on open frequencies. This is UNSC AI serial number CTN0452-9. Can anyone hear me? I repeat, this
Oh, I
is
spelled
Protocol
here wrong.
UNSC.
Cortana, where are you? Is the chief with you?
It's good to hear your voice, Admiral. And yes, he's with me. Sending coordinates now.
Coordinates is also spelled wrong. Said
It's good to
coordinates.
see you in one piece. You too, Cortana.
I agree.
Said the One Piece?
Thank you, both of you. But we have information. There's an operational Forerunner listening outpost for the Epsilon Ring on this planet. We've made friendly contact with its monitor unit. The Covenant were
What is the
also
monitor's
announced
name?
Forerunner
Please,
shield
God.
Outpost,
It's
and we're
bothering
in
me.
Possession of jump points for a Covenant carrier class too. Uploading them now.
Cortana, we need the information on that ring. Do you still have contact with the monitor unit?
I'll patch the monitor in.
These jump points. The first three the last my ship took before it was hijacked, but the rest diverge from the path that we blurred.
And look, it stops at the human colony planet Andesia, before jumping to Earth. This must be the shadow of Intent's new path.
Hello there. Oh, Reclaimers. I'm sorry, I did not recognize you from your exterior plating.
Monitor, meet Admiral Lord Hood. He will help you establish contact with the Epsilon Ring. If you send the coordinates, we will be able to help.
Certainly.
Have they put AI in assless chaps?
Admiral Lord Hood.
I mean, if they want to get people's attention, that's a good way to do so.
Excuse my discretion. Do you know anything of the shield that was stolen from your outpost?
Name is Todd.
I think I have an idea.
Fair enough.
where it
Todd is pretty good.
The shield was a prototype for protecting the Maker's most valuable assets, but limited resources meant only one unit was completed at the research station and sent here for testing.
Can the shield be breached?
Negative. Not from any energy or ballistic force.
Then can it be disabled?
Why, yes.
Oh, it can be
That
fucking
was
disabled,
created during
alright.
the testing process at the research station. However, that station suddenly went offline 2,340 local cycles ago.
If there's a chance, I will take it.
Agreed. Take one of the frigates to the research station. The rest of the fleet will head to Andesia. Monitor. If you're willing, I will station a team here so we can stay in contact.
That is an acceptable request.
Then it's done. Everyone, prepare to break off.
Because the monitors in the so the Halo universe is probably some of the best naming conventions for things It's pretty sick. You know, you have ships like the Shadow of Intent, the In Amber Clad, Pillar of Autumn, Unyielding Hierophant, Ascendant Justice. Like, names for ships are just so fucking cool in this universe. And, you know, Guilty Spark, Penitent Tangent. You know, they got there's some good ass names in this series.
The facility seems to be running on very low power. It is against protocol for a station to be left in such a poor state.
It's probably the flood. It's flood.
Drop off your chalks, move into an orbit over the station. Copy? Copy, actual. Saber will move into an orbit above the AO. Out.
Army talk.
Over there. Set us down by the ridge.
It's like that kind of dialogue that okay. I have never understood anyone who I don't understand people who like Call of Duty characters for the most part. Because here's the thing, Call of Duty characters don't have a personality. They don't. They just don't. They don't have personality. Listen, like, especially, and I'm gonna call out some shots here. Modern Warfare 2's characters are bad. There's no characters. There's no characters. There's not. This is probably a shitty take. However, it is in my professional and obviously correct opinion that there's no like real characters in this game.
What's that smell? Yeah, it's smelling from over here. Damn.
I don't understand people who like played the original Modern Warfare 2 campaign and went, these are some good characters. They're not. No one has a personality. The story is fine, sure, but like I see this like picture come up every now and then on like social media where people will unironically post the part where General Shepard shot Ghost and then shot your character that you played as, like betrayed you, which is like a good little, you know, story moment. It's like a good little story moment, sure, but they're like real ones cried when they shot Ghost. I'm like, Ghost? The character whose only personality trait is that he wore a spooky skull mask, and his only dialogue through the whole game was Oscar Whiskey 3, Tango Down. What fucking personality is there? Like, why would you ever give a shit about this character? And it's because of the mid-wit opinion that, like, oh, he had a cool mask. Listen, you could say the same dog water opinion, but now of a character that I do like is that has the same kind of vibe or tone is Emil from Halo Reach, aka the Spartan that had the skull scratched into his helmet, right? I actually have a shirt of that design. I still have it. I'm old, bitch. This design. It's edgy looking. It is, because Emil is an edgy boy. Emil is a character who collected Covenant weapons and artifacts as trophies, even though he was not allowed to at all because they're fucking terrified of him. And the fact that he would brutalize insurrectionists so badly that they, like, the UNSC had to be like, you need to calm the fuck down. but he's really good at his job. So they're like, you can stay. You know, you may be doing a lot of war crimes on the insurrectionists, but and Emil has personality in those games. Emil is very much the kind of person who will, like, he doesn't give a shit. It's very clear his attitude is that, like, even seeing the devastation of Reach around him, upon seeing, like, his other Spartans die, he just seems like so detached that it's just like a matter of fact. He takes death very casually. And even like the last things that he says when he dies is, "I'm ready. How about you?" When when he gets snuck up on by the zealot elites, up when he's up on the cannon, and he gets fucking rammed through the chest with an energy sword. His last words are, "I'm ready. How about you?" Man was ready to die at any point. He did not give a shit about his own life as long as he took out as many insurrectionists and or Covenant with him. He didn't give a fuck. And it was clear in his character. You know what Ghost had as a character? Like I said, Whiskey Tango Bravo, Whiskey Tango Down. And he had a little fucking little face mask. It's not a character. It's not a character. There's no with what fucking personality are we talking about here? It doesn't exist. I just don't understand Call of Duty fans. I genuinely don't. Now, like, someone can like Call of Duty's gameplay, and like the fact that, like, you know, the money, those games still sell because obviously people like the gameplay, right? That's because, listen, when you buy a Call of Duty game, you're not buying it for a fucking story. That ship has sailed a long time ago. They had some neat little ideas back in the day, but since then it's just been a constant slop factory for the most room temperature IQ dipshits to jerk off over guns for. You know, that it's all that those games really exist. Also, what am I supposed to do to progress? I can't open the door. Maybe some scripting is... Maybe something got tripped up? I don't know. I don't know, chat. Am I off base? Am I wrong with the fucking Call of Duty opinions here? I've always been a Halo guy. Surprise. Wow, big shocker. But I personally have not been impressed by Call of Duty's character work. Story can be one thing. You know, you can do something with a story there, sure. But as far as, like, characters, I don't find them to be interesting. Even the guy that they put on the box art for, like, most of these games, Captain Price, he's just a sassy British man. He does have, like, more personality significantly than 99% of the characters in that franchise. I don't know.
I know you just want to get close to me.
No, you know what? Captain Price is probably the best character in that franchise. Everyone else just seems like so fucking lame. Soulless. Boring. I don't know. I mean, COD is Halo without the charm. True. I mean, yeah, they both, like, faced much of their prominence back around the same time. So, yeah, that makes sense. The only difference now is that Call of Duty, people pay money for those games, and Halo has, like, a shrinking and suffocating fan base because new people are not getting into Halo, and you know, there's, like, just kind of this old guard of unks like me just kind of desperately clinging to what was good about these games in the past, because the games they've been making now and the games that they are going to be making in the future are not that appealing. So I don't know. But yeah, like, I don't know, Call of Duty just doesn't have any charm or personality to me, but what do I know? As I'm a casual to both, that says everything. Yep.
Remember, stay together. Watch each other's backs.
Am I supposed to do something? Door isn't opening? Am I supposed to shoot something? Supposed to shoot somebody? The guy like standing not in the right position to trigger or something? Am I not standing in the right position to trigger something? Am I supposed to find a way around? COD is Halo without the charm. A Halo with no charm is just another COD without the name attached to it. Yeah, pretty much. And I feel like that's what Halo 4 did a lot. Is that it's no secret that Halo 4 was like pretty heavily. It definitely leaned away from its Halo roots. It made a Call of Duty game, but added like Halo power armor into it, and it just. Nah, man, just nah, not that good. But I find like Halo has personality and it has charm, right? You have characters like Johnson who add a healthy levity to the games and adds a human element, because if you just have it around the Master Chief, especially in the like first few games, Master Chief is a pretty dry person. He does have some like little character moments that you can see the body language through his suit and how he behaves in certain situations. He does have a personality. He keeps things pretty subdued. He's not exactly a talker, but you know, he shows enough personality. I don't know what to do. Is this level broken? Why can I not get past this? Okay, so this is all right. I feel like there's some sort of scripting error. I hate to do this, but maybe I gotta restart. I don't know. But I find like this is what makes Halo interesting. Halo has a cool, weird little sci-fi setting. And like, listen, it also helps that I had read the books too, right? And the books got a lot of cool shit in them. They really do. Books got a lot of interesting stuff in there. And it's never a realistic expectation to sit there and read like 50 books to be able to appreciate the universe, right? I don't know. But I do think this universe has quite a lot that is at least appealing on the surface that someone might want to dig into. Going to bed, nerds. Love you. Well, thank you for stopping in, Santa. I appreciate you. You have a good night, all right? Looks like it also broke their dialogue. They're no longer saying their lines. Yeah, I think it broke their dialogue. He's looking stinky. Ooh, he gooey. Uh-oh, stinky. Yeah, I think it broke their voice lines because they were talking before, and now they're not. Look at these boys, they're moving. I'm a big old lizard man, get the fuck out of my way. I'm a big old lizard man with a big old lizard sword. Yeah, Halo's just got a lot of cool lore, and the more that I read about like the elites, the more I think their culture is like is cool. Fucking rules, you know? Like I did find the elites to be like the coolest, you know, back in the day when I played Halo 1. I liked the big tall lizard guys with hooves. Fucking weird, but I think they were cool. Then learning a bit more about their culture, I'm like, okay, so you guys have like a feudalism thing, like a Japanese feudalism kind of deal going on. Okay, that's kind of cool. And it's a warrior culture that I think is really neat, and it also kind of makes sense. Whereas normally in media, warrior cultures, you know, whether it comes to Star Trek or whatever, right, can just be like very stupid, strong brutes, right? Like not really too much thought into them. Elite's got a lot going on in that department. They really do. I think it's quite neat. I genuinely don't know. Is it a scripting bug? Halo lore has good sci-fi world building. Yeah, it absolutely does. I genuinely enjoy a lot of the books that I've read. There are a few that are like pretty boring and forgettable. Now, this is not a personal attack, but Troy Denning to me is like I don't know. He makes these books and they're well made, but just like they're genuinely not exciting most of the time. And unfortunately, the problem is that the books that he makes, Troy Denning makes a lot of like Master Chief focused books, and they're not super exciting. I can tell by the way that they're written and everything that it's done well. It's just I just feel like there's not enough to hold my attention a lot. Uma Musume won best mobile game. Oh, that's cool. Good shit. El Condor Pasa truly led them to victory, without a doubt. What can I say? It had to be El Condor Pasa. For sure. There's no other possibility, chat. No way. There's no way, bro. Seriously, what do I gotta do? Is this level just broken? Is its scripting just not work? I don't. Because I don't know what it wants. It's just like, hey, just like reconnect with the UNSC, and I don't know how to do that. That was all still part of MIA as well, huh? Oh no, that was part of research station. So that's weird. It wasn't even displaying the right level. Weird. Call it Uamama Sume. Hell yeah. I feel because before someone, I think someone had to tell me how to pronounce it right. I think I just bumbled my guess through it. I don't know. But I wasn't sure really how to pronounce it either. I suppose we can play. You know what? Let's play a little bit of Halo 2 Uncut. Why not? Fucking love me some Halo 2, dude. Fucking love me some Halo 2. I think your first try was pretty close. I gotta say, I swear, I don't remember. I don't remember if I remember I struggled, that's for sure. I know I certainly struggled.
message just repeats. Regret, regret, regret. Any idea what it means?
We regret coming to Earth. And we most definitely regret the Corps just blew up our raggedy ass fleet.
Regret is a name.
Mm.
The name of one of the Covenant's religious leaders, a prophet. He's on that carrier and he's calling for help.
So that's it's again like Sergeant Johnson adds a levity. He adds a little bit of break in the grim, serious nature of the Covenant War, which I would say the story of the Halo games take themselves like pretty seriously, right? Because, you know, big deals are going on, but there are moments of levity to kind of break it up. And I feel like that's a good thing to have. If you have your setting be extremely dark and gritty and everything all the time without something to kind of break that up every now and then, it gets a little exhausting. Which is why, you know, I've been into 40K lately. 40K is obviously a very grim and dark setting, right? It's literally the setting that created the term grim dark, as far as I know. But despite how fucked up and crazy it is, it does have moments of like humor. It still manages to find a way to do that, which I find to be kind of funny. It's another thing that, like, I've been reading up lore on a game called, like, Trench Crusade, which it looks really cool, and the lore is pretty wild. It's pretty wild, but I find that it's, like, singular tone to be a bit much sometimes. It's a bit kind of exhausting. It's like, okay, yeah, everything is fucked without any sort of like levity. At least in well, that's hard to say because there are bits of Warhammer lore that I would find to be very, very funny, but maybe too try-hardy if I wasn't used to that. Like, so for example, Space Marine trials, like when you go to sign up to be a Space Marine and to try, right? There's usually some sort of insane ordeal you have to deal with. Like, for example, for the Blood Angels, you have to, like, they fucking, like, lock you in a coffin for, like, a year and are like, all right, hope you don't die or go insane. we're gonna check on you in a year. Hope you're doing all right. Bye. It's like so stupid. Like, what is this supposed to prove? What is this supposed to actually fucking do, right? Johnson's giving a human touch to it. Yeah, and that's what I think has been okay. I've been all over the place. Forgive me. Forgive my fucking ADHD. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not diagnosed with anything. But what is it? So yeah, Johnson gives like a very human touch to the Halo franchise. That contrast between him and Chief, right? You have a very human element, especially with the Marines too. The Marines are they're like little sassy little guys, you know? I'm gonna die up here. I'm gonna die up here. I'm gonna die up here. No, I'm not, bitch. Haha. But anyways, so like Johnson, the Marines laugh. They say sassy things. Like so. Thank you for the example. You know? Yeah, they add little touches of humor to what would, because like honestly, there is a lot about Halo's lore that is like sometimes just as dark as anything like Warhammer 40K or whatever. It gets fucking rough out here in these streets.
We got jackals in the courtyard.
It does. But the humans add like some much needed levity to it, and I think that's a good thing. Oh god. Fucking hate drones. Fuck you, drones. Fuck you, drones. Die. I like how the thing kind of spins. It's weird. I don't know why they did that. It's a weird touch, but you know what? Fuck it. And again, if this is Halo 2 Uncut, this is like the version of the game with like restored content and all that. Then maybe that was part of the original, the older version. Not sure. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! I fucking hate drones, dude. I hate drones. But yeah, so like, kind of bringing up something I mentioned a bit earlier is that I've been like listening to some like stuff about like Trench Crusade and some lore around that, and Trench Crusade is really cool. I just like sometimes it's tough because it's very it's really fucked up at times too. Like it's not just like the simple touch of just like, okay, basically the armies of man are facing against the forces of hell, right? Like, okay, we get it. But I think it's that solid infusion of like World War I aesthetic mixed with like religious iconography. And I think it's pretty cool. And honestly, they have some wild ass art for that IP. That's just kind of nuts. I'm not sure if I've shared any of it in the art section of the Discord. I can't remember if I did, but I don't know. Whoa! Oh, hold on, buddy. But yeah, they got some wild ass art over there in Trench Crusade. Oh god, yeah, this is where I died last time. Fucking, there's so much. Where is it? Oh! Is that a restored animation? That could be cool. But I guess like one thing I wanted to say is that like Trench Crusade is really cool, it's really neat, but it doesn't quite have, by doesn't quite, I mean it doesn't have the same moments of levity that like 40K can have. I feel like obviously you don't want to make it this like goofy you know, you don't want to make it this goofy ass thing, right? But I think even, like I said, 40K manages to find moments, even in a very grim and very fucked up setting, to introduce like levity. It does that. For example, I've talked about it once before, but there was a time where like basically one of these like, you know, mega super soldiers of the Imperium of Man, like he wakes up after like a 10,000 year fucking coma and he gets brought back to life, and you know, Rabute Gilliman, my boy, he gets like basically brought back. Oh, cool. And so like there's a moment where he's wearing this giant set of power armor. He's a huge fucking dude, and they basically give him a clipboard and he can't like pick it up because he's got like basically steel fingers, like gauntlets that he's wearing. He can't pick up a clipboard. He's like so annoyed by that. It's like, even in that setting, they find stupid little moments like that, or Lionel Johnson being told that he's old, and he's like He's like confounded as to like what the fuck being old is. It's just funny. Oh, so they fixed that where they actually have you put a little satchel charge on the gate. Where's that Magnum? Come on, put him down with a Magnum. I'll do it too.
Squad, this is Cortana. What is your status? Over.
We're operational, ma'am. Barely. Our pilots didn't make it.
Find a hole. Stay put. We'll come to you.
All right, where's Johnson? Where's my boy? Oh, these fucking Marines got murdered, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Ooh. Hello, Donna from That 70s Show. Get rinsed, loser.
Did we make it?
Yes, we did, Donna. We made it so good.
Wow, ugly and stupid. What a combo.
There's a ghost going up ahead. That's neat. She kind of like looks up to it too. Because she hears the ghost passing by on the highway overhead. That's cool. That's neat. Chat. Yeah, I know. I know. No one gives a shit about besides me about any of this. But listen, I have fun. I have a good time. I like to... What? Yeah, get in the car with me. Listen, if you want to grind, you can be Master Chief in this fucking car. This is awesome. And it beeps. Hell yeah. Oh!
I'm tired of helping.
Oh no! Chief, no! You killed Donna from That 70s Show. What have we done? Chief, you gotta hide the body, man. This is fucked. You can flip this thing over so easily. It's funny. What is this, the Ford Explorer? I think it was like a Simpsons joke where they're like, I think it was like Marge or someone was driving, and they're like, oh, well, there's so many SUVs out here. It's like I can't see them past them. They're like, oh, don't worry, there's a slight curve up ahead. And then like the SUVs go around this slight curve. They go, ah, they flip off the side of the road. Oh, it's true. SUVs have bad rollover ratings. It's awesome. It's cool. Yeah, look at her go, dude. I wonder if I can punch this car to death. Come on, John Halo. Come on, James Circle. All right. Yeah, it turns out James Circle can indeed punch a car so hard that it explodes. That's good. As an SUV driver, I drift with care. Hell yeah. I also have an SUV. I have a compact SUV though. I have like basically a little soccer mom car. Which I admit is like a little lame, but like, listen, it gets like pretty good gas mileage, and you know, I like how it drives. It's smooth, it's comfortable, it's nice, and it's just the right size for what I do, so it's fine. All right, let's play some fucking Halo, shall we? Rather than just doing Need for Speed bits in the fucking parking lot. Fucking chat. Chat, I'm washed. Could not, like, I even had to drop on that jackal. This was legendary, I'd be fucking dead. I would have died there. Can't remember. There was a time, I think when I went through Halo 2. Oh, wait, I think it was the... Was that the 200 follower stream that I did where I played through all of Halo 2 on Legendary in one sitting? I think it was that one. I think I remember this part, like, being able to do this part, like, within only a couple tries, I think? Not sure. But I remember this part not, like, the sniper alley not being as ball-crushingly annoying as it was when I was a kid. I mean, it was still fucking annoying, but, like, I didn't die that much from what I remember. I don't know. Yep, I remember those guys coming out of the sides. So there's two sniper spots. There's one at the end and then one up here. This guy spawns first. Sometimes. Fuck, it depends. Really? This part just not Jackal Sniper hell? Hmm. I mean, I'm happy with not having to deal with Jackal Sniper hell. I think it sucks. So, you know, that's fine. That is a welcome change. I ain't gonna debate anyone on. I think that's fine, dude. I'm not gonna die on a hill where I'm like, you need to add the Jackal Snipers back into fucking not Delta Halo, Outskirts. Outskirts, you fucking idiot. You know what mission this is. You know what mission it is, man. Why are we pretending? Get rinsed. Die, child. So I was kind of thinking about doing something similar for the end of this month that I did with that big stream that I had where I beat all of Halo 2 in one sitting. I was thinking I'd do that again, but maybe for Halo 1. And then maybe have like some kind of like, I don't know, special interactivity with you folks. I think that could be cool. Could be good. I don't know. I'll have to figure things out. I don't have. It's kind of embarrassing because I really should have a like an event thing plan lined up, but like, listen, shit's hard. Content's hard. I don't know. You ever tried Halo crowd control? The thing is, though, is that, like, I have looked it up before, and I do remember it being on there, but then I would see that, like, I'd look into it and I would try it, and then just, like, when I go back, like, the availability is just not there, and I'm like, I don't understand why it wouldn't be there. maybe it's just different versions of the game that maybe like isn't updated properly or something, or some sort of update issue. So they just take it off until they have to re-register again. I have no idea. Fuck that up. Yep. I just don't know. But yeah, no, I would love some kind of crowd control thing for Halo. That'd be awesome. It'd be very much inspired by the old Deep Rock Galactic Rock and Stone Sunday streams, you know? I think that would be I think that'd be cool. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know at all. Then again, I don't know. I don't know what kind of content people want. Could have sworn I've seen crowd control for Halo for sure. Yeah, I have too. Like, because I know we've talked about trying that for Halo before, and I remember I did look into it after you suggested it, and it was there. And I was like, oh wow, she has a great idea. Let's try that. But then I think by the time that I was kind of thinking about trying something with that again, it was off the support list, and I went, oh, well, that sucks, but I understand. I don't know exactly how like crowd controls like back end works or whatever. I wonder if there's like, I imagine it's still a lot of work. It's probably like done independently by people too. Fuck him. I'm washed. Alright. Not washed. Got his ass. Do some digging? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, what I can do is that I can have,
Crash sites on the other side of this hotel.
I'll have to think of some idea for some sort of interactive element. I still think that would be a good thing to try and do. You know? I think that'll be just swell. Take this. I'll take this shitty fucking pistol. This pistol sucks. I'm sure a small team who updates all the stuff in real time usually. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. Cool, cool.
Stay out of sight.
Yeah, got his ass.
I'm with you.
All right. So yeah, that's neat then. If that's the case, okay. So I'll have to.
That Shadow's gun packs a punch.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that then. Wait, did I not take a fucking power rifle? You have to, Jesus Christ.
Get on out here so I can sight us.
Listen, these Marines are dog shit. More fucking drones! I don't like the fucking Halo 2 drones, they suck! Halo 2 drones have a little too much health in my opinion. Just a little bit. I like the way that Halo 3 did them, but yeah. In Halo 3 they were definitely like more fragile. They did not have as much going on there. Lost my train of thought. Had a long day. What can I say? Dear God, they have crowd control for Dredge. For Dredge. Huh. Sure. Why not? That sounds cool. Why not, man? Oh, shit. Like I said, been a long day, folks. Been a real long day. Oh, they fucking kill all the Marines? Hey, it did. That's kind of funny. Two elites just... What were you doing? You guys are killing me. You guys are fucking making me act up. You guys are making me act up.
Careful, Chief. That Shadow's gun packs a punch.
I saw a rocket. Where the hell did that rocket come from? Where in the hell did that rocket come from? Well, unfortunately, I can't shoot the fucking driver off this, so that don't help. Yeah, drones in Halo 2 have a little too much health, in my opinion. Just a wee bit. Yeah, get in there, sniper. Oh man. Oh, so it is just grunts driving these. Okay. Kind of just brute forced it there, but you know, sometimes you just gotta do it. Get rinsed. Get fucking rinsed. Sick gamer skills unlocked. Turns out this guy's got a big fat wiener. I don't know what benefit there's gonna be to having a fucking shadow. They even get in the turret of this thing? I don't even know if they can. I can tell he's trying to. Yeah, he's trying to, but he can't get in there. What are we doing? Hey, shit ass. Come here. Okay, well, I can't really use these. There's a little boost button. It feels like a wraith. Just get in the fucking.
All right, crank her up.
There we go. You have to be a very specific angle for them to get in. It drives like a bus, but handles like a wraith.
The highest concentration of Covenant
fucking
troops
shoot him.
directly below the carrier.
Fucking you use the fucking gun. Oh my god.
That bridge is the most direct route to
This
the
is
city
good.
center.
I mean, it's cool that I can drive this, but this thing does literally nothing. Why are you shooting like a bitch, dude? Just lay on that trigger. What are we doing? What are you doing, boy? I'm not gonna lie. That thing kind of sucks. Can I? I don't know. No, I want to use the turret. I want to fire this thing like the way it's meant to be. Like a real Sigma, like real meteor. Like a real Alpha Sigma Chad like myself. Okay, yeah, this thing kind of hits hard. But now I can't get the driver to stop gutter fucking this Pelican with the bus. I will not thank the bus driver. This is the quality kind of driving I'm getting. This is bullshit. Halo CE titled "Coming Back Soon" on Crowd Control site, so I had to guess there were some stability issues they're fixing. Yeah, probably. I know that like MCC is part of the like the only way to really play it on PC now is to go through Steam on the MCC, and it's not exactly the most stable. So I can understand why they might have some issues, some troubles with it. I get it. Well, that's a bummer though. That sucks. Yeah, because otherwise I would love to do some sort of like some sort of crowd control style event with Halo. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be really funny. I think it'd be kind of fucking peak. Not gonna lie. Oh wait, I just realized it's almost 9. Yeah, I've been on a night. Oh yeah, I hit the secret weak spot in the ghost that the game doesn't tell you about. Oh, I'm such a gamer. There is a, so chat, in case anyone doesn't know, there is a weird little weak point on the ghost that will pretty much automatically destroy it. No matter how much health it really has. So the little engine for this thing is like kind of right here. It's this big circle part of it. Shooting that part does a ton of fucking damage to this. Absolute ton. So for example, right, this one's already kind of beat up, but you know, small arms in Halo games generally don't deal that much damage to vehicles. And just like what, 3 shots in my battle rifle, I'm able to destroy a vehicle. They don't tell you anything about that feature in the game. You just find it out. I didn't know until a friend told me. He's like, hey, by the way, did you know like this part about the ghost? Like, no, I actually never thought about trying that. So, yeah, it's just kind of cool. I don't know. Also, the ghost overheats. What is this? What is this fucking, what is this, communist China? What is this, fucking Stalin? Alright. Anyways, I'm gonna save it there. I'm gonna save it there. So, okay. I'm gonna go back here. I'll give some quick thoughts on the main mod for the night on for New Covenant. I thought it was pretty cool. Definitely pretty neat. Now, I don't know when the mod came out. Right? I don't know when the mod came out. But so I think things are a little busted right now, especially I don't know if I've made a mistake and not realizing what I was supposed to do for an objective, but a little broken near the end. I could see that they were going to introduce something with a flood, which could be cool to see, like some reimagined flood enemies from Halo 3. Could be cool. Overall, mods pretty sweet, you know? Got a oh, excuse me. It's got like the first level I definitely liked more than the second. Just overall some pretty solid work. Pretty awesome. So in case you guys want to check out the mod for yourself, maybe you'll have better luck on the 3rd level than I did. It's in the pinned comment here on the Twitch stream, and for anyone who watches this on YouTube, it is going to be in the description. I'm crediting any mods I show off and highlight. I'm crediting the mod developers as well. So go check out their mods, please. Like, the Halo community thrives and survives off of passionate creators making stuff in the community, keeping people's interest alive by, you know, stirring the same stew that we've been eating for the past like 24 years. But to be fair, when I say stir the stew, I don't mean it's slop. We have some genuinely incredible stuff in this franchise, and I like that people are working hard to keep things fresh and interesting and just something really neat to see. It's heartwarming in that respect. But yeah, no, check out the mod. It's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, yay Halo modders. Like unironically, Halo modders have certainly like kind of renewed a bit of my interest in this franchise a little bit into playing the old games. Cause like listen, I've played these old games a lot. I played them a million times on the respective consoles which they came out and love them to death. And you know, Halo Studios isn't doing too much to renew any sort of you know, love for the old classics here. Besides the Halo remaster, the CE remaster, which I've talked about, pretty extensively. I don't know, man. I just the modding community always puts in so much hard work and dedication, and it shows people's passion for this franchise, which I'm clearly, you know, still a fan. I'm still a fan. I love it, and I like to talk about it as I continue to fucking yap about it. Anyways. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go and get some sleep. So Sunday, we are going to be playing some more Halo mods here. Let's see. We are playing, I believe, let me double check. Yes. So we're going to be going back to MCC, but this time we're getting a little cursed with it. So we're going to be doing some more of Gashnor's Cursed Halo Reach. So in case you guys want to see playing Reach but having a wacky old time with it, we're gonna counteract the grim reality of like humanity being on the brink of extinction in a like just absolutely devastating war against mankind from a brutal alien force. But contrast that with haha funny boxing glove, punch man, make him fly. I think it's lovely. But yeah, so Sunday at 5 p.m. we're gonna be playing some Cursed Halo Reach. So in case you would like to, you're more than welcome to jump on in and have some fun. Okay. All right. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you Sunday. And always remember, j0everkill is on top. j0everkill has always been on top. And j0everkill will always be on top. Have a good night, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you Sunday. Bye.